Inspectors. I'm Inspector. What? Yeah, I'm Inspector Dustin, and Grant has gone Joker crazy because what are we reviewing, Grant?
The Dark Knight. Because apparently somebody couldn't afford color.
We are in our second of our Batman Christopher Nolan verse series of the Dark Knight series, and the second movie, which was one of the best movies of all time, I think, in all of superhero universes, Batman's Dark Knight. Grant, what did you think of this movie?
Well, I thought it was a really good movie, but even the best movies have problems. It had some ideas for the third movie that the third movie didn't take, and after that it ended. So we had some characters who seemed like that this movie said they were going to become that, and they never became that.
I wonder if that's because, well, we should talk about the Joker, who's the main villain of the Dark Knight. But I think one of the reasons why this movie was setting up a third movie that we didn't get is because, well, Heath Ledger, the actor who played the Joker, tragically died of a drug overdose in between filmings, and he was not able to come back. But
we still got a third one, but they could have still got because they had a character that they were basically saying, that's the Penguin.
Yeah.
We never got that Penguin.
Yeah, I
they
think
could have still done that in the first
well,
movie that they made.
let's focus on this movie, though. What did we like about this movie?
Well, Heath Ledger's performance.
Heath Ledger, yeah.
It was phenomenal. He's still one of the best. He's still the best Joker in my opinion.
I agree.
I'm not giving the best Joker award in my opinion to Suicide Squad.
No.
No.
Not Jared Leto. We were not fans of Jared Leto's Joker. I thought it was okay, and it's really hard to follow up this performance, which I think is not just the best villain, but perhaps the best performance in all of the superhero universe. Heath Ledger's Joker is incredible. It was scene stealing. He immersed himself in the character. Grant, did you know that the actor who played him, he locked himself in a hotel room for a month with no contact with anybody else, just so he could come into this character, and he really became the Joker on set. What did you like about his performance?
I gotta say, it was a threatening villain. And here's the thing. Here's what you expect. Here's why other superhero films weren't doing so great.
Why?
The villains was easily stopped by the hero at the end of the film. Batman barely defeats Joker at the end of the film. Joker is an actual threat.
Yep.
Just when he seems like he's about to get them, he pulls off some trick, like a magician.
Yep. And a lot of people think that the Joker must have been ex-military. And this is a theory I think is true. Because he talked about that one thing where he said, blow up a bunch of soldiers and nobody cares, but go after one mayor. And I think that's a clue that he was ex-military, because he was always one step ahead, sometimes more than one step ahead of the Batman, definitely of the police, definitely of the mobsters. He outthought them all, and I think that was amazing about the Joker. It wasn't just that he was homicidal. It wasn't just that he was crazy. It wasn't just that he had all these goons. It's that he had a plan, and he executed that plan and almost won.
Yeah, for goodness sake, he has several tricks. He's not going to be like some stupid villain who's like, join me or else.
Yep.
He literally set lies to our second villain. Let me introduce you to Two-Face.
Two-Face. The second
Let
villain.
me continue what I was saying.
Okay.
He lied to Two-Face when he was in the hospital that he doesn't really make plans, except for he made a plan to show that
That's
even
right,
the greatest people of Gotham can fall. and to put the town in terror.
And what did you think of that, Grant? That was interesting that Batman relied on the good in people, whereas Joker relied on the bad in people.
Yeah, so...
And Batman won at the end of the day.
Well, technically not. If Joker didn't... If the actor was still alive, I bet you would get a sequel of how Joker came back, but then Batman eventually got him again.
Yeah, I think you're
like
right.
What they were leading up to in the Dark Knight version of Batman 3 instead of the version we actually got.
Yeah, which is what we're gonna watch next. But we'll get to that that movie. Grant, what did you think of Batman's progress? How he became the hero in this movie that everybody loved, but by the end, he became the villain that they had to chase. What do you think about that?
I think that it was very philosophical. Before
Very philosophical?
Harvey became
Two-Face?
Two-Face, he said this line when we were sort of introduced to this character. You either live long enough to become the villain or you die a hero. At the end of the movie, we see that even though Two-Face is dead, his point was still made.
Yeah.
That villains
The heroes
are hard to take down, while the heroes, it really shows that it's not like an early TV show where the police have full trust in Batman. They actually think maybe he betrayed us. It might actually try to turn on Batman.
Yeah, I think that's Grant. You pulled out the line. You had a little reverse here. You either live long enough to become the villain, or you die a hero. And or I think it's if you either die a hero or live long enough to become the villain. That's important because he knew that if Gotham found out that Harvey Dent, the true White Knight of Gotham, actually turned evil, that they would stop becoming good and that the city would be lost. So Batman decided he had to become the villain and he would take it because he could and take the fall.
But Two-Face still fall. No, literally, he fell off a second story and probably broke his head open.
Yeah, he did fall and die. So we lost someone in this movie. Who did we lose?
Rachel, which sort of got Harvey, and also half of Harvey's face, and Rachel.
Yes, we lost half of Harvey's face and Rachel. What do you think about that?
Well, unlike in early superhero movies, this one was a big step up.
Yep.
Early superhero movies, this is how characters developed. Success. They don't develop from their own losses. In this movie, literally says that something can change, something little can happen, and then something big effect.
Wow.
It had like a butterfly effect. Rachel's death caused Harvey to go basically insane and became a villain. Also lost half of his face and body.
Look at this. That's my boy right here. Yeah. So you butterfly. Wow. Okay, that's great. What scene did you like in this movie the most?
The scene where the reveal that
the movie inspectors are both a little sick right now, but we're trying to get fight through for you, the viewers.
Is the scene where the trucks flip scene where that was just, it's not like a developed story or anything. It's not like Joker got a serious injury after that, but it was just one of those scenes where even how dark the rest of the movie is, this scene is just a go-to. If you saw this scene, you could probably say that this is more epic than than the Transformers action battles.
Yeah.
Take that, Michael Bay.
Take that, Michael Bay. I liked the introduction of the Joker. Not the bank robbery scene, because we don't realize it's him until the end, but when he comes in and talks to the mobsters, that was awesome. That kind of showed me who the Joker was, and it was like he wasn't some fool that just was out killing people. He had a plan, and he set up those monsters from the very beginning, from the moment he walked in that room. That was amazing.
My second favorite scene was honestly the bank robbery scene because he had a plan. He
had a plan.
Actually, never mind. It was the part where he burns the money. It
Oh, yeah.
shows that he's not just some run-of-the-day robber after money. He even what's his name?
The Italian monster. I can't remember.
No, not the Italian monster. Monster. Just kidding. Monster. Batman's
The butler, Alfred.
Alfred even says that he wasn't after money. This is literally his line. Some men you just don't understand. Some men just want to watch the world burn. You understand that he wasn't like most villains. Like in the early cartoons, this is all the villains' goals. Get money, get rich, you win. This one's, he is burn down Gotham, you win.
Yeah. So, all right. Well, Grant, is there any scene that you wish they did different?
I sort of wish they did the difference where when they were trying to protect the person from being executed to stop the hospital, it would have been very show that the police can't really, that Joker can show that the police can't really save you if, he didn't make it.
Yeah, that's true.
And still acts.
You're talking about the guy who was trying to reveal Bruce's identity.
And still blows up the hospital because he even said himself later on in the movie, as long as it goes according to plan, nobody freaks out.
Oh wow. I don't know if I would change anything about this movie. I think this is like a perfect movie. The only thing I would change is I wish Heath Ledger would have lived because that's why you don't do drugs, kids, right, Grant?
Because you die.
Because you could die. But, and it's sad that he had that in his life and nobody really knew about it. And, it was sad for him and his loved ones, but also sad for us as a nerd universe that we lost him and he can't portray that. And maybe that's why this performance is so good because we'll never see anything like this again because he's gone. So.
Well, unless if we get like what they're doing with like Star Wars right now, where somebody wears a green suit and they just CGI to make it look.
I would not want that.
Yeah.
Would you? No.
I still want the full movie, the Batman, and added on to the Batman trilogy with the Penguin and stuff.
I wish we would have seen the Batman versus Superman. I wish they would have taken the Nolan verse and brought that Batman into it, as opposed to making a whole new Batman that we didn't get a backstory on, and now we're going back and getting it.
Well, actually, we did get a backstory, but yeah, we got another flashback. We get it. His parents died. We don't need to see it. We already see it once.
That's
it's
right.
in our memory. Heck, we saw it many times before this. The animated movies, and like the early 50 movies. Just stop killing the parents thousands of times. We get it. They're dead. Don't bring it back again. This is like bringing back Ben from the Marvel Universe.
All right. Anything else on Batman: The Dark Knight, Grant?
Well, as long as this movie is still remembered, the Joker isn't going to be remembered as the terrible one from Suicide Squad.
That's true.
Like, the one from Suicide Squad doesn't even use the Joker card.
Well, tune in later this year because we're going to do all the DC movies and we're going to talk about that movie. All right, Grant.
We have to.
And, yeah, we do have to, and we have to do it to lead up to Aquaman. We're going to do it later this year. But, all right, so Grant, anything else? I think it's time for What's Up Next? scars. That's just evil that you're saying that. Grant, the next movie in the Batman series is what?
The Dark Knight Rises, because they couldn't afford the word is back.
Okay. Play that trailer. Hopefully there's no commercial. Alright, nope, going right into it.
Parents should strongly
Turn up the volume.
Why?
So they can hear it at home.
Maybe.
There's a storm coming.
Because we couldn't afford
So
a
much
penguin
more different.
costume. We had Bane.
I'm adaptable.
From Christopher Nolan.
I'm Gotham's reckoning.
And I'm the person who makes sure the entire film is going to be really thriller is really silent. It's a lot of pandering at faces.
Did they kill him?
Maybe.
I'm not sure.
They didn't kill him.
Didn't you just kill me? Your punishment must be more severe.
Hope is lost in making a good Batman movie. A Tumblr in the camo. I thought the Tumblr was supposed to be black.
As I am.
Faith is broken in the Christopher Nolan trilogy. The Wayne family is already dead.
You don't owe these people anymore.
Yeah, the movie. So
You've given them everything.
Not everything.
I haven't given them a third movie yet. And July 12th, a lot of people will die. The Dark Knight Rises is waiting for you. The Dark Knight Rises. The Dark Knight
About
Rises.
getting into cars with strange men.
This isn't a killer.
It's a spaceship.
Alright. Dark Knight Rises. I remember being a little disappointed in this film, Grant. What are you looking forward to seeing in this film?
Well, I'm looking forward to seeing. I'm looking forward to seeing this. A lot of people were mad about during the release of this movie of how Bane didn't have his Venom, but I think I'm okay with it. Except for they probably just had Bane there because they couldn't afford a tuxedo for Penguin, and probably the actor probably didn't want to return. So
Maybe. I'm looking forward. I thought where Anne Hathaway's performance as Catwoman was probably the best thing about that movie. I want to see. I haven't seen it in years, so I'm looking forward to watching it with an open mind. I was disappointed in it as a trilogy.
minus the second movie.
The first and second movie I love so much. That's why I was kind of disappointed. But you know what? I'm going to watch it with an open mind. And we're going to watch that, and we hope to release that in the next week or so. So, Grant, anything else you want to say?
The canceled idea for how the Dark Knight 3 would have been. It sort of reminds me of how of the script that Universal released for a canceled Jurassic Park 4.
Oh, yeah.
Which was a very weird script, let me add. I'm not going to say what it is. Okay, fine, I'll say what it is.
Yeah.
A character named Nick has to get involved because the person who, what's his face?
We'll get back to you on that, folks. We're going to end this video right now, and we'll talk about Jurassic Park 4 when we talk about Jurassic Park sometime. All right, ready? Say goodbye.
Frozen remote at camera.